if something happens to her, I'm too cute for Joe, you know. I'm out. I can't. They ain't got no eyebrow products. They ain't got no lip gloss. They ain't got no highlighting gel. No. And for me to get that stuff, I got to do unquestionable things. So I won't be going to jail. So don't be counting on me for no ride or die. Right. Should I tell my version first?
Yeah. You know what? Let her tell her version. Yeah. Go on, my dear.
And then you'll do your version.
Yes.
Okay.
The true version of what happened.
My story is true as well.
No,
but it's obviously
go
my
on.
objective.
Okay.
So I don't even remember how many years ago was it now. That's how long ago it was. That's why, like, I can go in the shop but she can't. I would say about 4 years. I think about 4 years now, because it was about the second year into our relationship.
No, it wasn't.
It was about the second year.
You're suffering from amnesia.
I'm sick, guys. It was about the second year.
It's 2 years ago.
It wasn't.
It's 2 years ago, because the fear. You guys want to know, right? How it was 2 years ago?
Hold on. Let me just say to you. Think of our age, yeah. If we're thinking now, it wasn't 2 years ago. It was 3 years ago, T. I'm telling you, it was 3 years ago. Wait, because it was longer than that. Because how long have you been driving? 3 years.
I was driving. It was just like we got on the bus to go somewhere.
But we wasn't driving. You wasn't driving back then.
Driving. Yes, I was.
You wasn't driving.
Yes, I was.
Okay, right. It was about 3 years ago. It wasn't 2, because T. It wasn't my 25th. It was before we was 25 years old.
No,
so that was 2 years ago. Yo. I'm getting touchy. Listen. It was 2 years ago. I don't want you lot to see me getting irritated because I switch so quickly. Like, right, guys. For those guys who didn't know, we're both 27 years old. She's trying to tell me it's when we were 25. My 25th is when we went to that thing. It was long before that restaurant thing that we went to for my 25th birthday. That's what I'm saying. It was about 3-4 years ago. Do you know why? Because I was about 23, 24 years old.
All right, it was 24. Say 24. All
right, cool. I said 3 years. Anyway, let me get back to my story. So it was on a day. I was cute, as I do, and I think we had like got dressed because we was going out. We was just like popping down the road to, I think we was going to shop or do something. Can't remember.
Something, yeah. Somewhere you dragged me to go.
So it wasn't far. So instead of us shopping in the car, we just got on the bus. I believe it was before she started driving, but she's saying oh no, because you had the work van. Okay, yeah. So yeah, she was driving, but it was quick, so there wasn't any point, and there's no parking down by that shopping centre. Like it's really expensive, so we was like, let's just jump on the bus. So we topped up our Oyster cards, and that was it. We was going January shopping sales, because obviously every January the Oyster card it goes up by like 5 or 10p, like how every year it goes up, like how
London transport,
how much you have to pay on a bus. Because I remember, so it was January, so we was probably going to the sales. So we went to the shop across, like literally, like I can look out my kitchen window and see the shop. So we went there. So we put our normal amount on our Oyster cards, not even thinking like shit, like it's gone up by 10p or whatever. So we just done it to get there and back, so it was enough to cool. So we topped up mine, we topped up hers. I think hers must have had extra money on it. So when we was coming back now in the evening, I tapped my Oyster and it didn't work. So, and this was before like you could tap on the bus and it would let you on, but it would just give you a minus. Like if you didn't have it, it would just beep you red. So I was like, what the hell? So then we went to another shop down there, topped it up, came back, and she was like, nah, like the shopkeeper, like he's bumped me because I asked for a certain amount that should have got us there and back. So I was like, babe, I don't know. She was like, nah, right, I'm going to the shop. So, and by this time she was pissed, because she was like thinking, she was like, nah, his teeth, my money's teeth. Anyone that does tea wrong, yo, something happens, they teeth to have money. Like that's just how she is. It's the Jamaican in, nah, them teeth me. That's how she thinks. That is how she thinks. So went there to the shop now. So I was like, babe, like it's alright, it's cool. So she went in there now. When T's upset, she can't be like, okay, right, let me talk to you and find out what happened. She just straight went in and was like, you done this wrong. And I was like, T, just talk to him first. And obviously, the man, he's a shopkeeper, so they're always ignorant. Do you get what I mean? You can't come, they don't like when you bring back anything to their shop. So he was like, no, that's not true, that's not true. She was like, yes, and blah, blah, blah. So then after them going back and forth, and I'm just like, T, come on, she's like, stay out of it. So I was like, cool. So then I'm standing there now, and I'm like trying to talk to him at the same time, but she's like, no, I'm not having it. And they're going back and forth and going back and forth. And then he's like, yeah, but that's your fault because the price went up and blah, blah, blah. Today, like, it's January the 1st or whatever it was. So then she was like, but you're a shopkeeper. Like, I'm not thinking that in my head, like, the price has gone up. Like, I drive, like, I don't really care. Like, if you knew it was January the 1st, why aren't you, when people are topping up their thing, why aren't you saying to people, like, especially on the first day, like, oh, you want to put £5 on your thing? Well, remember, it costs extra now to get on transport. Which, yes, he could have done, but him doing that is out of the goodness of his heart. Do you get what I mean? But when you go to the train stations and stuff, there's posters on all sorts. So yes, on especially the first day of January, he should have just said, the fares have gone up today. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which he didn't do. So yes, he was in the wrong for that. But he was ignorant. Oh, so what? Like, it started to get physical because then he was like, I'm gonna call the police. And the woman was involved. Like, one of the shopkeepers too. She's like, I'm calling the police. So this one with her brazen self turned into a big Jamaican. And she was like, yep, call the police, I'm ready. So I was like, Jesus Christ. If my mom finds out that I got arrested today from being in a sweet shop, my ass is gonna get bust. She don't care. Me, I'm scared of my mom. No, thank you. I'm not bad. Listen, I'm not no ride or die. If something happens to her, me, I'm too cute for Joe, you know. I'm out. I can't. They ain't got no eyebrow products. They ain't got no lip gloss. They ain't got no highlighting gel. No. And for me to get that stuff, I got to do unquestionable things. So I won't be going to jail. So don't be counting on me for no ride or die business 6 years into it. It's not happening. Anyway, into the story now. They're going back and forth. So it's getting really, really heated. So then now T's just out of it. So she's like, you know what? Fuck it. So then she started picking up stuff in the shop. And he's like, what you doing? You're stealing. She was like, no, bitch. I'm taking this for my inconvenience. So then, and then for some reason, she was shouting at me. I don't even know why she was shouting at me. So I was like, T, just stop it. This is stealing. She was like, no, they upset me. They inconvenienced my life. When I was stranded, I was like, we wasn't stranded. Like, we talked about, that's not the point. So I'm taking this. So I think she picked up like 2 bars of chocolate. So then, obviously, we could leave. But then by then, yeah, I was like, no, she's right. And even still, even though I thought she was like wrong for the way she was doing it in the shop, I had to back her. So I was like, yeah, but I wasn't going to steal because I'm not that bad. So I think that as she walked out, like, but I had my hood on in the shop because I was like, I'm not getting caught. So I must have like kicked a mop bucket. Like, I kicked a bucket in the shop, like, because she walked out and she was like pulling down things behind her. She was like, if I'm walking out the shop, everything is getting mashed up. So she's pulling down things. So I was like, ooh, I don't know what to do. So I was like, yeah. And then I like kicked a bucket and I was like, that's what I'm saying her. And then like, I think we ran out the shop and they were going to call the police. And then I don't know if she went back to the shop days later and they were like, no, you're banned. And then, because I had gone into the shop and she was like, oh my God, get out my shop. And I was like, oh, like, this shop is right across the road, like, what am I gonna do? And then I wanted her to apologise and she wouldn't apologise. So she's banned from the shop, but I left it a couple years. I can go back in now, but I feel like every time I go back in, the woman's like, or she's like, she'll see me and then she'll be like looking behind me to see if this one's behind me. But in my defence, she said when we came to the shop, I didn't back her. I felt like I backed her because I kicked the bucket and I really hurt my foot. I really did.
I really feel like you tell 2 different stories. I felt like you watched a movie and then you incorporated certain stuff from a movie, because Anna saw me remember it, you know. I'm gonna tell you how the actual day go. Alright?
She's lying.
Listen. We went in the January sales to Westfields to get some discount from Next, Marks and Spencer's.
It didn't really matter what shop it was.
It was just
went to the January sales.
Yes, you tell your story, I tell mine. Alright? So in the morning, right, I topped up my Oyster card. I topped up her Oyster card.
I ain't got no earrings on. Why are you telling your story? Go on.
So I basically topped up our Oyster cards, right? I'm there thinking, yeah, £4 something's gonna be enough to get on the bus, right? So we're like, yeah. So now we're coming back now with all of our shopping bags, like with everything that we bought and stuff. So I tapped on, I got her to go on the bus because I always get her to go on the bus first. So she went on the bus now. And then her thing went red. And I was like, what's thing gone red? So the bus driver said, oh, you're short like 20p. Yeah. So she was like, what? And I was like, what would you mean 20p? He's like, yeah, the prices have gone up. So I was like, oh, crap. Yeah. And I was like, but why didn't the shopkeeper tell us that? Yeah. Then so I started having a rant and rave about, you know, like customer service and, you know, like at the end of the day, like when you're selling to someone, like you got to give them information, especially if you're a shopkeeper and you deal with Oyster cards and, you know what I mean, topping up Oyster cards and whatever. So now I was like cussing and raving. The good thing was the bus driver let us on the bus and he said, look, don't worry about it. Just get on the bus.
No, he didn't.
Right? He did.
We had to go to the shop that was right opposite and top it up.
It was because it was 20p. You were short 20p.
Okay.
Listen, she was short 20p. Yeah. So she was short at 20p, right? So he let us on. It was a nice bus driver. It's a black guy, and he was just like, yeah, it's alright, you know, but big man, like black, you know, big man, you know. And he was like, yeah. So now I was ranting and raving. I wouldn't go on the bus. I was like, no, that shopkeeper, you know, he's a bit of a cunt. You get what I mean? Then like now, so we coming back now. So I thought, no, I'm gonna go tell him. You know what I mean? So I went into the shop now. I started to speak quite calmly to him. I said, look, we got on the bus.
Calmly?
Yes, it was calm. Listen, I started speaking to him. I said, look, the oyster, it's gone up. Why didn't you tell us that it's gone up? He's like, oh, I don't need to tell you that it's gone up. I said, yeah, you do, because you're dealing with customers here. Like, you're running a business, so you need to give all the information. You get what I mean? Especially, like, if it's oyster card. I said, a lot of people won't know that it's gone up already. Like, you know, you could have at least told us, you know. He's like, oh, that's got nothing to do with me. You should have known that. Fair enough, yeah, we should have known. But we don't take public transport too often, especially with the buses. And, so he started to give me a bit of mouth. So I thought, oh, you fucking little cunt. Okay, I see how it is. So I said to him, I said, no. So I started to get like really like angry at this point because of the way how he spoke to me, because I went in there talking to him nice. And he raised his voice.
Talk to me nice.
Like, you know, levels, the tone went up, you know what I mean?
Levels.
You know, and I was like, no, you are a public, you're serving the public, so it is your duty to let us know when it's gone up, went into like advertising and blah, 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 all sort of shenanigans with him. And then he was like, oh, shut up. I said, you shut your mouth, you can't shut, you shut. So we started going back and forth shouting. And I turned to him, so I looked around, right? And I saw that there was like, because like at the front of the shop, it had like loads of like, the counter, it has got loads of chocolates and stuff. So I picked up 2 Snickers, yeah? And I said to him, for the inconvenience that you've caused me, right? I'm taking these 2 Snickers, yeah? So like, as I was walking out now, right? And then he's like, oh, you can't take that, stealing. I said, no, it's for the inconvenience. That's for the extra 20p that you didn't tell me that the bus fare has gone up for, right?
But
so
can I say, those Snickers are 60p each.
It don't matter.
So 20p.
It's the fact that the bus driver had to tell us.
Okay, but can I just say,
the stress of when the Oyster card went red, the stress of me sitting down, going over and over in my mind that this freaking man didn't tell us that the thing went up, that was inconvenience. It was stress related.
Yeah, because even though the bus driver let us on the bus, if an inspector got on, it's got nothing to do with the bus driver. We still would have got a ticket.
We'd have got a ticket. So that was my thing, was it's for your inconvenience, innit? It's for our inconvenience. So anyways, so he was like, no, that's it. I said, shut your fucking mouth, you cunt, whatever. And I did. I was
aren't we?
Proper. Like, I wasn't fuming, but you know when you're just angry, like you're just kind of like whatever, like, you know what I mean? You don't really care. So I took the chocolates now. As we're walking out now, you were pulling down things behind you as you were walking out. I didn't pull anything down because I was satisfied with the 2 Snickers. I was satisfied.
But wait, listen to me.
No.
Listen. If you take 2 chocolates, yeah, even though probably one was for me, but if they're 60p each and you're only talking about 20p, 60 and 60 is 120. That means technically you owe him £1.
No. But didn't you hear what I said?
You owe him £1.
Listen,
you owe him £1.
The stress, number 1, of being on the bus.
Stress.
The stress of when the Oyster card machine went red.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then the fact that I had to log my bags into your shop to tell you that you didn't tell me that the fare went up. That is my compensation. He's lucky it was only 2 Snickers. So anyways, now, so as I was coming out now, he's there going, oh, you bloody bitch, you whatever. I said, yeah, it comes.
By this point, you started to tell people to suck out something, T.
Like,
you did.
I walked out. This one with her destructive self, who likes to pretend that she can't mash ants, who like to pretend that she don't do nothing at all,
Nothing at all.
the mop, bucket, and the tree mop them drop down off her it holder.
Yes,
and then she walked out.
Basically,
Yeah.
I kicked one thing
I
and
never-
then took down everything else.
I never pulled nothing down behind me. It was her. She destroyed the shop. So anyways,
I was trying to back her.
No.
I was trying to back her.
So now the next day now I went in, right? And I think I must have gone into like top up the my oyster. I can't remember what I went in there for, right? I think I went in there to go speak to the lady to go and explain to her like what's happened.
Yeah, you went in there.
And she went to me as soon as I opened the door. She went to me. Oh, you're not allowed in here. I said what? She said, oh, you know. I said, but you haven't heard my story. Oh, I don't need to hear your story. He's told me. I said so. I got angry now. I was like, that lying piece of shit told you one half of a story. Listen, this what it done. And she was upset. No, you took 2 chocolates that you didn't need to take. So a few years back, there was a riot happened in London. All right. So basically, like it was really bad. The riot was really bad. Like certain businesses got burnt down. Like places got looted. Yeah, and basically her mother put us on a curfew to stay in the house.
we were big people.
So because in the rage I turned around to him and I said, I hope next time when we are rioting, then burn down your shop.
Yeah, that, and then she got banned.
Then the woman said to me, don't you fucking come back in my shop again.
And she's a good old Catholic woman too.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't need to come back in your stinking shop. Your shop stink. You have beer all things in your shop. Your dirty stinking shop with cobweb pussy in ya. And so basically I got banned from the shop across the street because this one kicked over.
So for future reference, if anything happens at a shop and you're with T, I mean, you'll get justice, but she won't go the right way about it. But anyway, guys, that was the time that T got us kicked out of the corner shop. I mean, I'm allowed back in now because, you know, then we can
She probably don't even recognise you.
No, she does. The first time I went in, like, I was shitting bricks and I was like, she gonna recognize me. She kind of looked at me funny, but she didn't really say much because she didn't know that it was me there because she wasn't really there. It was the man. So
you see how your story different. You said the woman was there. Now all of a sudden the woman
no, she
there.
was there, but she
wasn't there.
She was T.
No, the man told her what happened.
How?
No,
she was there.
No, she wasn't. You are putting people and destruction behind me when there weren't any. You were the destructive party.
Anyway, it can be me because guess what? I'm allowed back in the shop. But yes, guys, that was our story on about the time T and her reckless behaviour nearly ruined it for us all and got us banned from the shop. I hope you enjoyed this story. I hope it was fun. I hope it was good.
Yeah, please like and please subscribe. Please comment as well.
My hair is a mess. Sorry.
Nobody care about your hair. Please comment and tell us what you guys want to see. We're gonna try and give you guys weekly videos. So yeah, as I said, we're still new to this. We're still trying to kind of be on top of this. At the end of the day, we both work. So when we've got time, we'll put time into this, but we will try and make extra time so you guys can get like weekly videos, vlogs, whatever it is that you want from us. All right? Thank you guys.
So guys, I hope you enjoy this. Bye guys.
Peace.